So going into Griezmann then, he's currently coming in at about 120,000 coins. We've actually made a little bit of less tax off it. He is an 86 and obviously he does have a one to watch. He's a 4-star, 3-star back at Atletico and honestly he's doing alright. You can't argue with him. Getting himself in form, he is a left-footed striker. He's going to be playing up front with his teammate Felix, who is just incredible, like genuinely incredible. So he's got a lot to live up with. I feel like this card is going to be relatively dribble based. Shooting wise, I'm expecting some good things. I'm not expecting him to necessarily take the game by the scruff of the neck, but I am expecting him to do well. Like I say, I'm not expecting a Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo performance, Mbappe. I'm expecting somebody who can get the ball. You can see the possibilities. Maybe you get a good shot here, there and everywhere, but he is a solid striker. Not necessarily a game changer or a game winner, but somebody who can fit into a team and do the job. Looking at his stats, obviously, pace-wise could do with some work, which we're going to have a look at the Chem style in a minute. Shooting-wise doesn't look terrible on the base. Passing even looks pretty decent, to be honest. Very, very well balanced. Kind of fitting into more of the Cam sort of role, or even a centre forward. Dribbling-wise, great agility, reactions, composure and ball control. Obviously, it's balanced at 84. Dribbling at 86 is above average, but not necessarily as high as the rest. We've got good head accuracy for somebody who's only 5'9", great jumping, very, very little strength, so I'm expecting pass and move to be the cards, and obviously the Chem style we're going to have to choose is that big boy hunter, taking his pace up to 91, but then also taking his shooting up to 92, which is going to be absolutely fantastic, taking his positioning and finishing both up to 96 and 89 shot power, turning him into a 90 rated striker. So let's go with Greasy, see what we can do, and hopefully bag a few goals. Greasy gets the pass off into Felix. It's got to be a goal straight across. Lovely assist from him. Obviously got very lucky with the guy just, I don't know, lackluster defending there and managed to get the victory in terms of that attack. Greasy again getting the pass off into Fakir here. Looking for him back. Finding that left foot and it's a great block from the defender coming across there. Greasy. Oh, little bit of skill, little finesse, not got enough power on it with that one, unfortunately. Again, down the wing. He's an interesting one. Oh, that's just perfect, isn't it? Go for the cut in, thinking he's going to just go straight to goal, and he comes back and manages to get the tackle. I think with Greasy, I haven't kind of got off to the kind of greatest start with him. I feel like he's definitely somebody who could do with like a second striker. I feel like, like I said, even from the start, I don't think he's necessarily going to be a massive game winner. That is very unfortunate. Luckily, second save there. But like I said, I don't think he's necessarily a game winner. I think he's going to be somebody who will be solid, just not necessarily going to be somebody who's going to run past Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Mendy, and score you an absolute cracker. He's going to be one that you set up, you get a good goal with, and then Bob's your uncle. Greasy's sitting in the middle. Yeah, I'm not... See, the problem is I need a goal with him. Massively need a goal with him, and I just, at the moment, don't see it happening. He just is struggling to really kind of find his feet against a lot of these higher division players, and like I say, I'm not necessarily the greatest gift at the game, so trying to use a team that necessarily I'm not 100% with, but then also trying to make sure that we are kind of getting it in with that one guy. Like, we're brilliant with with the other players because we know them. Fakir, Felix, we know how they play. I've played many games with them as in my main team, but when it comes to somebody like Griezmann, who we are putting a lot of pressure on to score in a high division, when personally I just don't think he's necessarily gifted for that division. Griezmann looking for that one option. There it is. Little dink over the top, and Koundé again gonna make it. Can we get a little tackle? No, we're just gonna absolutely flatten Kimpembe there. Oh, I saw the flash before my eyes there. I thought he scored an absolute cracker and the review could be done, but we still battle on with him. That's actually a very, very nice shot, and it kind of backs up my point that every now and then you might get a little cracker with him, but I just don't think the finishing's quite up to scratch with him just yet. Oh, nearly. Right foot. He's done it. He's done it. Review's over. Cancel all plans. Greasy has managed to do it. So going into the overall for big boy Greasy then. Not too bad of a striker. Would I say he's going to change a lot of people's teams? Probably not. Unfortunately for him, I feel like he's definitely needing some sort of team of the season for birthday, something a little bit extra to spark that kind of life into him. And yes, in terms of stats wise, he looks relatively good. You whack the hunter on him, he's a 90 striker, 90 centre forward, he's got good dribbling, he's got passing's pretty decent for a striker, to be honest. Strength wise was a bit of a letdown to him, but I just think it's naturally how he is. I think the freestyle weak foot don't help, because obviously that kind of labels you to go to that left foot more often than not. You don't particularly want to be going right foot. He does need a second striker, in my opinion. Unless you are pretty good at the game and you're kind of just working around Griezmann. He is alright on his own, but I feel like when you're coming up against Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Virgil, we've had Rio in there, he just can't cope with them on his own. He needs that second person to bounce off him. Even if you were kind of going wing play and heavily going down there and passing it into him, I feel like that would be better. But in terms of really kind of take it to the defenders with him only, it just doesn't work. Once I kind of went with a two-striker setup with him and Felix, they bounced off each other, passing was fluent, he managed to get balls into Felix, Fekir, and obviously back into himself, nearly getting a few absolute belters, but it was a little bit more of a forced striker role for me. I feel like he definitely would be more fluid if I kind of gave him like, say, 10 games. I'd probably really get into him, and the pressure of just going for that one striker in obviously quite a high division wouldn't be as much. So it is kind of down to me as well. Obviously, your own level is going to determine the most you get out of him or the least you get out of him. Overall, I think he's an okay striker, nothing too fantastic. I expect his price to drop down heavily as we go forward. Obviously, his one to watch is still up there at 86, and hopefully he does get more and more as we go through the years. As obviously a team of the season Greasy is always what you want. We've had it for FIFA 2019 and 18, but and to be fair, quite a few back as well there. But unfortunately, we didn't get it last year. We had to go with, obviously, I think it's like a Path to Glory or something card, which, to be honest, again, wasn't terrible. But overall, for me, I'm going to give him a solid... I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I'm not going to be too harsh. I feel like he's got some very good stats. Probably better as a centre-forward Cam, I think. I think them stats are very well balanced, as well as you want that hunter on him. It's very good. You got good shooting, pace, obviously the passing's quite high for a striker, and very good dribbling as well. So let me know down below if you want a bit of Greasy. I would still like him in a red pick regardless, just for his name. Let me know down below what you think. Like, subscribe. Peace.